Hi, I'm Bethany, and today we're looking at Psalm 28. To you, Lord, I call. You're my rock. Do not turn a deaf ear to me, for if you remain silent, I will be like those who go down to the pit. Hear my cry for mercy as I call to you for help, as I lift up my hands toward your most holy place. Do not drag me away with the wicked, with those who do evil, who speak cordially to their neighbours, but harbour malice in their hearts. Repay them for their deeds and for their evil work. Repay them for what their hands have done, and bring back on them what they deserve. Because they have no regard for the deeds of the Lord and what his hands have done, he will tear them down and never build them up again. Praise be to the Lord, for he has heard my cry for mercy. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and he helps me. My heart leaps for joy, and with my song I praise him. The Lord is the strength of his people, a fortress of salvation for his anointed one. Save your people and bless your inheritance. Be their shepherd and carry them forever. So one of the lines that caught my attention in this psalm is how David describes it as evil to speak cordially with your neighbour while harbouring malice in your heart. Now, I don't think that David is suggesting that if we feel a bit annoyed with our neighbour, which we may well by week 10 of lockdown, we should just go and tell them straight. But it did get me thinking about how authentic and vulnerable David is with his emotions in his relationship with God. Even in this short psalm, he expresses despair. There's shadows of fear in verse 1, as well as joy and confidence in God as rock and fortress of salvation. There's a lot going on for David here, and he's just wearing his heart on his sleeve. And doing that is something that I think sometimes we almost regard as childlike in our society. But the beautiful thing is, and what I think we can take with us from Psalm 28, is that that's okay. And in fact, it's good. David is vulnerable with God, as in verse 2, he lifts up his hands to God, just like a child lifts their hands, waiting to be picked up and trusting that their good parent understands that they need a cuddle and they just need some comfort from their parent. And the psalm ends by David asking God to carry him forever, to carry him and all the emotions he's expressed in the 8 verses before. And it's a beautiful thing to know that in both our distress and our joy, we can lift up our hands to God, confident in the knowledge that he is our Father, and we can bring all of ourselves, all of our emotions, and everything that's going on to him. So I hope that blesses you today.